Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to talk about another episode of Space 1999.
Oh, yeah. So, what was this one about?
Well, it was called The Rules of Luton.
Luton?
Yeah, that was the name of the planet.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like, the rules of how to loot places or something like that.
No.
Well, I mean, after wandering around in the galaxy like that, they'd probably run out of supplies and they had to go steal stuff from storage bins or what have you.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose they probably could have gotten to that point, but no, that's not what they did. They're looking for a planet to settle on. And, well, I guess Luton was a particular candidate, But, of course, there's always a problem.
Yeah, there's something, because there's usually someone already there.
Yeah, that's usually the case. And such was the case here, but on first glance, they didn't realize that.
Oh, so a mysterious species exists on the planet Luton.
That's right.
Well, what was it?
Well, it was right in front of them, but they just didn't see it.
Was it invisible or something?
No. It was in plain sight.
Well, then I don't get it. Well,
when you go out in the yard or the woods, what do you see?
I don't know, trees.
Yeah.
And grass, maybe, some weeds and stuff like that. Maybe like bugs or something.
No, just that.
Oh, you mean like this? It was a planet dominated by weeds and trees and stuff?
Yes, and bushes and shrubs, who were sentient. And since they, I don't know, were trying to eat some berries or something, pulled it off of one of the plants or stepped on a flower, I forget what. The sentient beings, the trees rather, accused them of murder and sentenced them to trial by combat.
Trial by combat? What are they going to do? They're going to fight a tree?
No.
And how are the trees doing this?
Well, they had some sort of psychic powers or whatnot. Oh, okay. Basically, they decided to shoot a show, in someone's backyard. And, and they came up with all this. But, I mean, look, how many alien worlds have you visited? You don't know what's out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, I mean, they're exploring it. Oh, there's a problem with the Eagle. So they had the pilot had to fly it back to get it some repairs, and left John and Maya.
Oh, she's the shape-changing girl.
Yes, and the two of them are there, left behind.
Why didn't they just go with it?
Well, I don't know. They wanted to see if the planet was worth a damn, and
it wasn't.
No, not really. So anyway, yeah, they pick a flower, eat a berry, whatever, and now they're in trouble. And turns out there's at least 3 other alien creatures who are also in trouble for
eating berries.
Probably, yeah. And so they got to do this gladiatorial combat.
Well, that's kind of like one of those Star Trek episodes.
It's very much like it, yes. But, their own take on it. And, of course, the comparisons to Star Trek are unavoidable. I mean, basically, Star Trek is a bunch of people on a spaceship going from planet to planet and meeting weird alien people and other strange new worlds.
Oh, yeah, that's all right now.
Yeah, except they hardly ever go to any strange new worlds. They just go to the same old rooms.
Yeah, so I guess it should be called Same Old Rooms.
Yes. But anyway, here they actually went somewhere. And so similar to probably like when Kirk had to battle the Gorn.
Oh, yeah, the lizard guy?
Yeah. Because these godlike beings, decided, well, you're going to have to fight it out, and that's how it's going to be, and winner take all, and that sort of thing. Whereas here,
it's a bunch of trees that are pissed off.
Yes, pretty much. But super-powered trees.
Well, there's that.
So anyway, the usual things. They got to figure out how to outsmart these aliens. They try to reason with them, but of course they're like, hey, buddy, it's you or me, And, one of them can turn invisible.
Oh,
yeah, they didn't realize that. And, of course, they don't know Maya can shape shift, but since there's no animal life on the planet at all when she turns into a bird, they figure out that it's her. And so they trap her in a cage. But it turns out Maya cannot maintain her, other shapes. Her own natural form she can. But being a bird won't last. And she's stuck inside this little bitty cage. And so when her time runs out, she's basically going to explode out of that cage. And it'll probably kill her.
Oh, my God. But I don't know. It's a little bird cage, right?
Something like that.
Well, then, what was that guy doing with that? Well, but I mean, it might scratch and poke her here and there, but she'd probably be all right.
Yeah, but for the purposes of plot, they're going to go that it's deadly. So, John's going to have to save her.
Well, okay, so he's got to do that.
Yeah, but he's already hurt himself and he's getting sick. And
there's always something like that.
Yeah, so it's not going to be easy, but he did read the Bible, so he knew.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, how did David slay Goliath?
Oh, with a slingshot.
Exactly. So this is what John's going to do. He makes a makeshift slingshot, and the other alien did not read the story of David and Goliath, and so John hits him with the rock. He goes down, and the trees say, well, you won, so kill him. And just like the end of the fight between Kirk and the Gorn, John says, no, I won't kill him, because that's not who we are, and all that stuff. And, of course, it's like, look, we didn't know you had, like, a conscience. Otherwise, we wouldn't have eaten your berries. And now that I think of them as your berries, I'm kind of disgusted by the whole thing, and it sounds perverse now. It was, So anyway, they say, well, all right, I guess you can go. And that's about it. And the eagle returns, and they fly out of there and realize, well, we can't stay here. We don't want, trees staring at us all the time. And what about, there's no bathroom facilities, so you know what they're pissing on. So that's another
nasty.
problem. But anyway, I suppose the only tidbit there is, I don't know if the show was really trying to do this, but Koenig is more or less a relationship with Dr. Russell.
Yeah, that's played by Barbara Bain, who was Landau's wife in real life.
Yeah, that's right. And but they keep suggesting that there might be an interest between him and Maya.
But she's in love with that guy, the pilot guy.
Yeah, that guy. Supposedly, but they keep getting stuck together and having moments.
So, did they?
No, not really. But boy, she was wanting to know about his wife.
His wife?
That's right. He had a wife, turns out. But she died.
Oh, that's too bad. How'd that happen?
Well, World War III.
What?
Yeah, so they throw that in there. Another Star Trek aspect that I guess they didn't ever really say it was World War III. They said it was an atomic war.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But then there was the eugenics war, which probably sparked it,
That's where Khan came from.
Yeah. So they had their World War III as well because, hey, everybody knew by the 1990s that's when World War III happened,
It did?
No.
Maybe in an alternate universe.
Yeah, I guess so. So anyway, his wife died there. So he makes mention of that. And he was all depressed and lonely. But then he ran into, Dr. Russell and decided, well, good enough. And that's that. But then you got this shapeshifter who can look like any woman you want,
But only for a limited time.
Well, long enough.
Long enough. Oh, that's disgusting. Good Lord.
So anyway, there was another episode for Space 1999 and the rules of Luton.
What were the rules?
Don't step on the grass, don't eat the berries, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.